Okay, so in last class, where did you study? Rishabh, क्या पढ़ा था हम लोगों ने? Any idea? What did you study? Dhruva?
Sir,
Yeah. Can you update me? What did you study? Yeah.
so you were telling about some thermal equilibrium. I'm not getting it, sir.
Yeah. What is thermal equilibrium? Rishabh, what is thermal equilibrium? Rishabh,
Hello, sir.
what is thermal equilibrium? Study. No use of coming blank to the class. Okay, so today we're going to study about internal energy. What is internal energy? If I have a system, I just took a system. Okay, it's a solid. Solids are, you know, that orderly they are arranged. Each molecules are arranged orderly with a constant definite shape. So internal energy is the energy possessed, okay, associated with the random or disordered motion of the molecules. Means in a solid, the atoms are very rigid. They don't move. But however, they vibrate. They vibrate. At a temperature, at a lower temperature, they vibrate very slowly or very less. But when you increase temperature, the vibration becomes more in a solid. But if you take a liquid and gases, where the intermolecular attraction is very, very less, so they are randomly, they move in each other, and the maximum disordered motion happens in gases. So the energy possessed by these molecules during the disordered motion, okay, is called the energy, is called the internal total energy of each molecule. Each molecule, okay, is the called the internal energy of the system. Is it clear? If I just take a tumbler, if I take tumbler normal water, you just leave it like that. You see the water is still. Water appears to be still because there is nothing. It's a normal water. But however, the water molecules are constantly, they are moving slowly, or they may be very, very less, or you know, they get disturbed at very, you can't minutely able to see that, because they are very, very smaller molecules. Okay, though you feel that no, there is no energy is zero, there is no kinetic energy, they don't move. However, there will be some disturbance in the water, and that disturbance, that energy, okay, possessed by each molecules, multiply the total number of molecules, is called the internal energy of the system. Is it clear? When you talk about a glass. However, for argon, for a gas, then what it is? For a gas, it is the rotational and the vibrational kinetic energy. Means the gas molecule are either vibrate or may rotate. So the total rotational energy and the vibrational energy, the total energy of the gas molecule is the internal energy. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Because when you say vibrational, you always talk about the translational straightway. It vibrates like this and it rotates like this. So when you talk about the vibrational energy, we talk about the translational kinetic energy. That means the amount of energy it possesses to travel in a straight line. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So what if somebody asks you what is the internal energy? You say internal energy is the energy possessed by the molecules during their motion or there is the vibration. For gas molecules, the internal energy will be higher for liquid and gases. Why? Because they are not having definite shape. The molecules don't get attracted towards each other as so much as the solid. That's why the internal energy of the liquid and the gases will be much more than the solid. However, if you increase temperature, the internal energy will go up. We will see in the coming sections. Till now, is it clear? Any doubts? Now we will come to the next topic, thermodynamic system. What is thermodynamic system? When you say thermodynamic system, what did the system? It's a collection of what? Collection of objects. It forms a unit. Like I have some unit here, some unit here, some unit here, some unit here, some unit here. So collection of all the units into one collection of in a separate this thing, which having a same property is called what? A thermodynamic system. And what happens? It exchanges energy. It exchanges energy. Okay, surroundings are there. You are keeping a tumbler of water. Okay, cool tumbler of water, hot, cool water you have taken. So can you say, is the temperature of the water remain same throughout? No, they will slowly, the temperature will increase. If you have just taken from the freezer and if you leave it like that, slowly the temperature will be down, slowly it will increase. Why? The heat from the surrounding will come and will increase the temperature. Yes or no? You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You agree with me? So what is this? The ability of the surrounding and the system to exchange energy. Either heat will go outside or heat will come inside. This exchange of energy happens in a thermodynamic system or a process. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very simple. Yes or no? And the same thing happens if you're taking a tumbler with cool water. I can take a hot water, a vessel with hot water. What will happen? When the hot water is kept, after some time, slowly it will get cooled down. Why? The hot heat from the system will go outside to the surrounding. You agree with me or not? You agree with me or not? Like if you keep a hot water on a burner, if you keep a hot water, you will feel, if you keep your hand here, don't you feel the temperature here more nearby? Why? Because the heat which is coming from the burner is getting transferred to the water, and this water is boiling and the steam is also sending outside, and slowly the surrounding. So what is happening? The heat is actually going outside to the surrounding. So this happens, heat is going outside to the surrounding. And the previous example, heat was coming inside. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So based on this, we have three types of system. What system? We have three sides. One is open type, one is closed type, and one is isolated type. Okay, what is open type? Open type means completely open. Just keep hot water, boil it and keep it outside. So what happens? Steam comes out. When the steam comes out, that means what? Actual matter is going out. The water is slowly converting into steam and going out, and also heat is coming out. So the system which allows exchange of energy and matter with the environment or the surrounding is called open system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You're
sir.
keeping a vessel of hot water without covering it. We're just keeping it like that. So the steam is also coming out, the heat also coming out. This is called open system. Second system is what? Closed system. What is closed system? You are keeping a vessel hot water, but what you are doing? You are covering it. When you're covering it, the steam is not able to come out. However, the heat is able to come out. Here, the steam, the matter, and the heat is going out. Here only the heat is going out, and that is called closed system. So the closed system does not allow exchange of matter. However, it allows energy to be transferred or heat to be transferred. So water boiling and over that you are keeping a what? Some kind of covering. Is it clear? Did you understand what is
Yes,
closed
sir.
system? Next, we'll talk about
Yes.
isolated. Now, isolated system, you know very well. When you're going for a picnic, have you taken a thermo flask?
Yes, sir.
What is thermo flask? Thermo flask will keep the water hot or water cool for a longer time. I have a thermo flask which almost keep hot almost for 2 days. Why? Because this will neither allow matter to go out and neither will allow heat to go out. So when you say heat does not allow heat, it is wrong. Heat goes, but it is very, very less. Longer time. Maybe the hot water will take 5 days or 3 days. But however, the amount of heat going outside is very, very less. There is no actual isolated system. Okay. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
There is no actual isolated system. The heat matter may not go, but heat goes very, very less. Means you can't even, it will take 2 days to get cold or to dissipate heat to dissipate. Okay. So what is isolated system? The system which does not allow, it is completely sealed from the environment, which does not allow the matter and the heat to escape to the surrounding, and that is called isolated system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So write down the definition of each. What is the open system? What is a closed system? What is the isolated system? Open system is a system wherein complete exchange of water, of matter, and heat takes place.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can you repeat this again?
Open system. Open system is a system that freely allows exchange of matter and heat to its surrounding. Is called open system.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Is it breaking now? Hello? Hello? Rishabh,
Sir,
is it breaking
No,
now?
sir.
No, your network is having issue. Okay. The closed system is a system where only the heat gets exchanged and not matter. Only the heat gets exchanged and not the matter. And those system is called the closed system.
Sir, matter after matter.
That type of system is called closed system. Isolated system is the system which neither allows heat nor matter to get exchanged to the surrounding. And this type of system completely seals the system from the environment. Example, thermoflask. Give example, one example. The first one is a water vessel, uncovered. The hot water vessel uncovered. Second, the hot water vessel which is covered. And the third, a thermoflask having hot water or a hot tea. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Guys, just a minute. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these type of, so thermodynamics depend कैसे heat exchange होता है, on that it all depends on. Okay. So now, so let us write what is thermodynamic process. Thermodynamic process is a process in which thermodynamic state of a system is changed. Means what? It means water contained in a vehicle with a lid is an open system. When the pot is heated externally, the water starts boiling. After some time, the steam is produced, which exerts pressure. This is because the temperature, the volume of the situation. Initially, what we did, we have just taken boiling water. We took water in a vessel. Okay. When you took water in a vessel, the water was normal water, no problem. But slowly, when you kept heating, what happens? Slowly, the water started converting into what? Steam. Yes or no? You agree with me? And the slowly
sir.
the volume of the water started to decrease. More and more water, liquid, is started getting converted into steam. And so the water quantity started to reduce. In this way, the volume got reduced. The pressure, steam exerted some pressure. If you have seen, your mother would have put some rice and would have covered. If you would have seen, while it is getting boiled, the covering would have made sound. Yes or no? Sound. Why? Because the steam is exerting pressure on what? On the covering and also on the walls. So in this situation, the temperature, yes, the temperature got increased, the volume decreased, and the pressure increased. Yes or no? Yes or no? And these are the three variables
Yes, sir.
which all decides what is the state of the system is. What is the state of the system is? Temperature, volume, and pressure. They are called thermodynamic variables. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Thermodynamic
Yes, sir.
variables. Okay. So now we will understand that how this thermodynamic variable changes and what is heat. So we saw what was heat. Heat was nothing but some energy which is coming out or going inside the system. Yes or no? When you saw the example of a cool water, you have kept it. So what happens during that time? The water gains energy. That means the water surrounding gives energy, and because of that, the temperature of the water, what happens? Increases. So in this way, the system gains energy. Understood? Absorbs energy from the where? From the surrounding. Until what time? Until both the temperature and the surrounding are having same temperature, and that is called what? Thermal equilibrium. Did you understand? Did you understand? The
Yes, sir.
flow of heat will continue till what time? Till the state of thermodynamic equilibrium is reached. Sorry, thermal equilibrium is reached. So if somebody asks you what is thermal equilibrium, you say thermal equilibrium is the state at which both the systems are having same temperature. Is it clear? Is it clear? So write
Yes,
down
Yes.
write down one line. when transfer of energy takes place between a system and its environment. When a transfer of energy takes place between the system and its environment, we observe the following situations. We observe the following situations. The first, when transfer of energy takes place between a system and its environment, we observe the following situations. First, when the energy is transferred to a system from its environment, it is positive. It is positive. And we say that system gains energy or absorbs energy. Second point, when the energy is transferred from the system to its environment, it is negative. It is negative. That is, the system loses or releases energy. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All of you written down? Rishabh, Swarup?
सर वापस एक बार रिपीट करो.
When transfer of energy takes place between a system and its environment, we observe following situations. The first situation, when the energy is transferred from a system to a system from its environment, it is positive. We say that system gains or absorbs energy. Second point, when the energy is transferred from the system to its environment, it is negative. We say that system loses or releases energy. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's take an example. This is a system. This is a surrounding. System, surrounding, system. Okay. System temperature, I am saying TS. Surrounding, I am saying TE. The first situation, your TS is less than TE. That means the surrounding is more hotter. Like you take a cold water and keep it outside. So what happens? The surrounding temperature is more than the system temperature. And in this way, the Q is absorbed by the system. So Q will come inside. Second situation, your TS is greater than TE. Q will go out. And the third situation, TS equal to T. So no transfer of energy. There is no transfer of energy. And this situation is called thermal equilibrium. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Write down. Write down. Clear? That is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now we will go to the how to change the internal energy of a system. Okay. So what I did, I took a piston. There's some gas. Obviously, air will be there. Okay. Second part, I started heating it. When you started heating it, what happens? This gases started to expand. Why? Because when you transfer of heat happened, because of that, these gases started to gain more kinetic energy, and the more kinetic energy started putting pressure on the piston, and the piston started to move backward. So I told you the internal energy changes all the three: pressure, volume, temperature. So when you started heating it, the temperature changed. Yes, temperature increased. Volume increased. Yes. How? Because the pressure slowly, because of kinetic energy, the molecule started to put pressure, force on the piston, and because of that, the pressure increased, and because the piston started moving backward, the volume increased. So initially, if the pressure is I, volume is I, and time is I, this became PF, VF, and TF, where your PF is greater than PI, your VF is greater than VI, and your TF is greater than TI. That means all the variables increased during heating, and that caused and change in internal energy. Did you understand, guys? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Guys, 1 minute. बोलो विकास. अरे यार आप क्या यार. Any doubts till now? What you're trying to explain? So how you're getting a change in internal energy of a system? That is by heating it. That means by increasing the variables. When you heat, all the thermodynamic variables get changed, and the internal energy of the system gets changed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Second, most of you would have had cycle, yes or no? So you would have had cycle pump. Okay. So when you started giving pump, what happens after some time? Don't you feel that this part becomes hotter and the pipe also gets heated up? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes, sir.
So when you are continuously started to pump, what happens? You are actually compressing the gas. When I talk gas, it is nothing but air, normal air. Air also has gas. So you are compressing. When you're compressing, the volume is reducing. And because of the pressure, okay, the volume is reducing and the temperature is increasing. So here also, the PVT got changed. And here also, the internal energy is reduced. So what we understood, that the change in internal energy can be brought by two things: either by heating the system, second, by doing work. When I say work, either you compress or you expand. When you're compressing the pump, you're also expanding. You're also again pulling it, no? Yes or no? Continuously you're doing it, up and down, up and down, up and down. So you're compressing and expanding, and in this way you're doing work, and that's how it changes the internal energy of the system.